What's happening, Unrulies? It's your boy, Unruly J. Today I'm gonna definitely talk about EDC. You guys who knows what that means, that's everyday carry. And what I prefer for my everyday carry. Sorry, there's a fly running around here. Well, there was barbecue, so I'm outside. But yeah, everyday carry, and also like a somewhat of a pocket dump on, what I normally will keep with me. I also want to, let y'all know a little bit about what I prefer, go over a little bit of a few of my pistols, and let you know, my reason for getting it, and the ones that cause me to not carry it. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing to be very, listen, in this video I am not going to be very politically correct. So don't expect me, you might hear me say magazine, you might hear me say clip, or whatever the case may be. So if you are like a Nazi on that stuff, I apologize from now, okay? This is just a little quick go over to let you know what I currently got. There's a few more, but what I currently got staged right now and my reason for them. Alright, so let's get into this. Hope you like, subscribe, you know the deal. One other thing before I get into it, I want to give a shout out to God Money Mafia. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go support the dude, man. OG Win. That's my G. You know what I'm saying, man? That's like a brother. You know what I mean? Definitely go check out his music, man. God Money Mafia. Alright, so you'll see more colors of this coming soon. Guys, alright. I'll get over the boring part, all that talking. Let's get right into it. So, I'm going to first talk about the first pistol that I quickly go for on a EDC. Again, everyday carry, something that I know is reliable. It's very concealable. It's not something that interferes with, obstruction of like what you're wearing and stuff like that. I would definitely have to give it up to my Glock 43. Alright, and by the way, everyone, every pistol here has been cleared, and you'll also notice that there is nothing in there, so it's not chambered or anything. But this is probably my #1 go-to. I kid you not, it does not matter what I'm wearing, no matter what. I could have on sweatpants or a tank top, you will not really see this thing. It is a 9, very concealable. And it's one of my go-tos, man. It's a Glock. I love my Glocks. Those of you that know me, I'm a Glock fan. But this is definitely highly recommended for those that don't have the biggest of hands, and you want something that's very concealable, so quick draw or whatever the case may be. So this is definitely #1. Now, I have another very concealable pistol, but I don't carry it often. It's more like a pocket pistol. But it is the Beretta Pico. Okay, it's clear. Alright, so this thing here, there's been situations where I'm heading to the car and I kind of get like that feeling that someone's following you. If that ever happens, this is a perfect little thing to keep in like your change pocket. It is definitely very little, so with my hand covering it, you can definitely notice it hides the pistol. So you can definitely carry this around with you, man, and people won't even know that you got it on you. So that's definitely something I'd suggest if you have a little extra cash to spare. It is chambered in .380. So if you have extra cash to spare, go ahead and pick one of those up. You can find them very inexpensive, and they're very reliable. So I'm going to talk about next is my Glock 27. Once again, cleared. Guys, look, I don't carry this one so often, so let me not say this is an EDC, but this is one that I do conceal occasionally, but this one has sentimental value to me. This was my first pistol I've ever bought. Once I exercised my Second Amendment when I was 21, I purchased this, and just kind of, done a few little things, like I've changed out the back plate, which it reads a, scripture. This one is the 27. so it is chambered in 40 caliber. As you know, it's a Glock. That's my thing. Very, very, very reliable. I don't ever think I've ran into a jam issue with this. Yeah, I got the upgraded sights. Man, this thing in here is, it's 10 out of 10. But unfortunately, I do not carry it more often just because, you know, kind of went with the 43 for the carry. Next up, I have my Springfield XDS Mod, XDS 3.3 45 ACP. All right, so we see once again. This thing, I had one before that was all black. Now, when I picked this thing up, I think I was in reference to carry this thing consistently, but then it became something after I finally took it to the range and fired this thing. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be something that's good for my personal carry, but I've always been attached to this thing. I loved Springfields. Probably my second favorite brand, as I have a few of them, and you'll notice that once we kind of finish going over the rest of them. But this thing here is, again, it's very concealable. It is single stacked. The Glock 43 is single stacked. The Glock 27 is double stacked. The Beretta Pico is single stacked as well. And those of you that don't know what that means, single stacked is in your clip, your magazine, whatever you chose to call. Just as long as you know, number one, keep your finger off the trigger unless you're ready to fire. But it lines up straight in there. Double stack, it's kind of staggered, so you'll get a little bit more ammo in there on the double stacks. This one here, I definitely do EDC carry this thing. For the last month or so, I've been carrying this around. This is the Taurus G2C. I do have the G2S, which I picked up 2 G2Ss. One I provided to a family member, but this one here is 9mm. One thing about the Taurus G2, the G2C, it does feel very good in your hand. Okay, this is my first Taurus that I've owned, and they're seeming to play out reliably. I have not had any jam issues. I took it to Maine with me, and you know, it was very comfortable for concealment. Still, I always fall back to the Glock 43. Call me a Glock fanboy or whatever you want to say, but yo, to be honest, this is it. The Glock 43 is it. It's designed differently. I do like that it does already come with the textured grip, so that's something that, you know, when if any reason you have sweaty palms or anything like that, it won't be an issue carrying this thing just due to the texture on the handle. So yeah, that's, and you know, they're locally, man. They're made in Miami, you know, well, not local, but close by. So I do, and they're inexpensive, dude. I think when I picked this up, honestly, it was probably $175, $180 at the time. So that was something that I was like, yo, you know what? I'll grab 2 of them. So if you're looking for an inexpensive, reliable gun, pistol, definitely look into the Taurus G2C. This one here. Alright, I'll tell you what it is, but obviously it's the Springfield XD Mod 2 4-inch barrel 9mm. This bad boy, the story behind this one, man, I did get it thinking that I was gonna build a pistol that just stays at home for home defense, something that you know you have no worries, and you know, it looks cool, threaded barrel. I was gonna get my stamp and trust, get a suppressor, but decided, man, that route takes a bit of time. So if you're not looking for something that if you're looking for something that you want to do right away, unless you already have that, then, you know, having the threaded barrel is not a necessity. But this thing, I like the way it looked with the like sandstorm bottom, black top. You know, I just figured it was very cool, and another, you know, standard like typical Springfield thing with the rear grip safety, so that's something I do like about Springfield. It has a decent weight to it, a little big for my personal carry. So this is not something I EDC with. I do not everyday carry this thing. Here, alright. This is my Glock 19. Glock 19 chambered in 9mm. This thing here, just kind of wanted to decide, like I thought I was going to just kind of get the whole lineup of the Glocks. This was probably my first home setup pistol, I'd say, that I was going for. And then I'm like one of those like kid in a candy store. When I see something I like, I'm just like, ooh, I'll get it. Let me get it. Boom, purchase. But this one here, and you know, I don't have to say much. If you know, you know. Standard carry for a lot of officers and law enforcement. Reliable. They know that they can put this on the line, you know, in reference to their life, saying that they know they pull, fire, it's going. So there's no really hiccups that you run into with stuff like these pistols, the Glocks. So this is my Glock 23. It is Cerakoted and polished at the top, so it does have like a chrome finish. I don't know if you could see that with the sun, which you should be able to see. It's beautiful. I probably changed the bottom to, you know, red, unruly vlog it, you know, get some custom designs on it or whatever, just because this is kind of one of those 40 cal. Oh, and it's chambered in 40. It is the Glock 23. But this thing here fires great. Honestly, it probably fires a little better than my Glock 23. The Glock 23 being so small, it does have quite a bit of recoil. This one is definitely a little easier to point and fire. But yeah, man, this is definitely one I suggest if you do like the larger caliber pistols and do like, you know, one of those hand-filling pistols. You know, that's perfect for that situation. Last but not least, for right now, you know, because I'm gonna do another video on rifles, my rifles, and some more of my pistols. But for now, this is the Springfield compact 45 cal 1911. I did change out like the pearl grip to like more of a rubber grip. Once again, it is cleared. But you see, you have the trigger safety on there, and this one does have a normal safety on it, as well as the other one. Alright. This, honestly, this one here, I never carry concealed with this one unless, oh, actually, I'm lying. I did carry it when I was in Georgia, just because up in a certain part of Georgia, we were on property, up in Blairsville, Georgia. We were on property, and I did OWB carry, out waistband. Typically, generally, I use Clydex in waistband holsters, and my brand of go-to is Alien Gear. Alien Gear, I probably have almost every single one of their holsters. Cloak Tuck 3.0, 2.0. I have their, you know, it's a Cloak Tuck changeable one that allows you to change a bunch of different styles. I'm just a Cloak Tuck, Alien Gear, let me say that, Alien Gear advocate. I love them just because it just makes you feel very Americanized. You know, you got this big old pistol sitting on your side. You're just like, yo, what's up? But everyone also knows me, knows that I'm very discreet and humble with it. You know, so I would, even if we became in Florida an open carry state, I probably still would not open carry. You know, but, and also, like, let me go to the pocket dump aspect. So what I typically carry, okay, as I mentioned, the Glock 43, either my K-bar, which it does have, you know, for if you wanted to, that kind of carry. So I do like the K-bar. That's probably one of my favorite knife brands. This was a gift to me, and I always try and keep it on me. But if I don't carry that, just a generic, you know, with a clip, flip-up blade, very sharp, something like that. So this is more practical of what I keep along with that. And the wallet, man, the wallet. So this is probably that is what sits in my pocket, or that's what sits with me on a day-to-day basis. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and if you have any feedback or anything of what y'all feel I should review or go in depth more on a particular one, man, don't hesitate, man. Like, comment below. You know, those of you that haven't already subscribed, man, you know the deal. Subscribe. I do appreciate it. Unruly Nation, I love y'all, man. Signing out.